Bam! That was clear. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. This bad boy's workout. Some rumors that many of you know to be false because you're interested in your courses. I'm a little concerned. I don't sell, not part of my thing. It's not what I do. So it became really, really interesting that someone would even think that was part of my process of what I would do. Things, if I was selling stuff like that, I was just like, it was a little crazy. It was like really, really crazy because I have been advocating for the longest of times not to sell on eBay. And it was just really, really a little strange. So I did a little following up, and then I heard, and the person's like, well, there's these people who say you charge $250 an hour to teach people how to. And I'm like, who the fuck are they? I'm sick and tired of they. And so I grilled this person. It's like, give me names. And it's like, I don't want to do that. Like, they didn't want to get in trouble. It's like, wait a minute. Okay, so you take what you now know to be 100% false advice, but you don't want me to go and confront these people. And I was like, okay, fine. And before that, there was this thing about Amazon FBA. And that's just something that I don't do. I've done it in the past, but it's just not in my wheelhouse. I don't bring that stuff up either. So I started to wonder what the hell is going on? And then it got back to me that I currently drive for Uber. And I'm like, when did that happen? So apparently there's a bunch of little bitches out there who are spreading false rumors. Well, who are slandering my name. That's the legal definition. Slander. When you maliciously put out information to wound or hurt someone's reputation that you already know not to be true. So we're going to address some stuff. I had to sue someone for this before, and if I have to sue someone else, fine. You think I'm kidding, I understand, keep doing what you're doing. I will fly wherever I have to fly to hook your ass up. Trust me on that, because I made money the last time I did it. So I have a data hog in my community. In the morning, this doesn't work, and but we will see. Typically, the live stuff, the audio is going to be fine. But if the picture's a little slow, that's why I'm doing it, because I've learned that lesson. And that's one of the reasons that I keep doing these live events, so I can learn how the system works and all the pitfalls and snafus. I don't know if I can blow it up. That should be good enough. Is something I posted in my old group. Something, when you have a Facebook group and you want to delete the group, you have to delete all of the members before you can delete the group. So I've been slowly pulling people out because it's not a priority. I just shut the group down, hit the URL, but I posted this in April. I seem to get the best emails from Uber since I stopped driving for them in October. The stuff, because this is the story. This is the deal. I wrote a book about Uber. Now, unlike some dumbasses who just assume stuff, I'll show you, because the book will be part of this. This when I was doing Udemy, cashing in with Uber, the unofficial driver's guide. Now let me tell you what happened with that. I created another YouTube channel, which is gone, and I'm gonna tell you how this thing happened. It was super successful. It was Hustlers University. It was a YouTube channel. Created it, and I put up this video my first day as an Uber driver, right? Got a lot of love, a lot of hits. Was essentially got up to almost 100,000 views before I shut the channel down. And the reason I shut the channel down was I did not want to be typecast as an Uber guy, because I saw that's where it was heading. I had Hustlers University, I had other stuff, but only the Uber video was really getting super love and a lot of reach. I wrote the book. I made some money on Uber. And that was it. I got out of it. But for some reason, now I will tell you something else I do. I have a few stories. Hold on a second. Hold on a little minute. Hold on a little minute. Not a big minute, but a little minute. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. We're cooking with gas. Let's see. While I do all this, Let me see. I'm going to find something for you. Oh, that's messed up. Let's see if there's any action in the chat room. There's a few people there watching. Hello, a few people watching. That's cool. Let's see. Let's get into, this is my Uber dashboard. Last time I drove for Uber was November 7th. And I did 1, 2, 3 trips and I was done. That was it, 2014. And it's kind of funny how some people, now I'm also going to show you what people have limited. You know what? Actually, I kind of messed up. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's restate what I just said. I stopped driving for Uber 2014. Drove roughly 5 weeks, 6 weeks to get the information to create. That's course, and there's not much in. Yeah, it's a little bit course. That's why it was $20. So that's how I got to do this. Now there's a rumor by someone who is a intellectual midget, someone who can't think their way out of a wet paper bag, that I'm currently driving for Uber because I have no money. I have no money. I'm completely ass out, tapped out, and I am just a fake and a fraud on YouTube. Now, see, those are really nice words to say because those make lawsuits very juicy. Really, they do. And it's kind of interesting because as I was going through all of this stuff and these rumors and people talking, now I got a question. If you got the balls to come to me and say you heard something, don't bitch out when I ask you where you got your information. If you're going to do that, I'm going to assume it's you. Because typically, what's the problem with you saying where you got your information? What's the problem with that? And I had someone that's like, okay, who told you this? And then all of a sudden they just got weird. Because essentially, I scare a lot of people for some reason. I don't know why. I just scare a bunch of motherfuckers. Because they went away and, like I said, if you don't like what I do, you don't like the channel, you don't like the content, I totally get that. I totally get that. But if you don't, just go away. But to stick around, keep coming around on the videos and doing all this stuff and spreading these lies is a problem. It's a big problem. And sooner or later, I will catch up with you one way or another. Now, let's talk about my opinion on eBay. This is the thing with eBay. How to sell on eBay. I don't recommend it to my people. There are people who are making a lot of money. There are people who are making their living selling on eBay. That works for you? Great. Awesome. No problem. That's your thing. That's your business model. I don't really talk about it. I don't talk about Amazon anymore. Only reason I'm addressing this today is because there's little bitches out there who are purposely spreading misinformation. Now ask yourself, why would somebody, because if you ask people, if you go to the Facebook group and you ask questions like people have, like, how does this course work? People get answers from people who are taking Hustlers the Hustlers mindset, Hustlers Kung Fu. They get answers. There's people posting in the group all the time, like, Disruptive Money was doing this. Well, I learned a lot with the credit course. So, man, shit, I wish I had the child support course 6 months ago. That happens, and then the thing is, this is something that really burns my buttons, if I have buttons on, is when people come to the channel, brand new people, and they leave positive comments based on what they saw, what they thought was good, then people flag their comments to hide them. That isn't as bad as it used to be, because it was like at one point I got an email from someone that's like, hey, why you hide my comment? I was like, I didn't do anything. And then I go over there and I approve it and I bring people out, and it gets to be really, really interesting how that happens. Like I said, now question, if you don't like the flow, you don't like what's going down, why are you here? Why are you all up in the Kool-Aid? I don't get it. I certainly don't get it. So just for clarity, just for the record, I don't advise people to sell on eBay. I have no eBay courses. I'm not going to have any eBay courses, and I'm not going to advise people to sell on eBay. Not happening. It's just not my thing. Just not what I'm going to do. Now let's get on with Amazon FBA. I have no courses on Amazon FBA. None. Will I have courses on Amazon FBA in the future? No, I will not. Will I recommend Amazon FBA to my clients? No, I will not. That's what, if you're with me and you do that, that's on you. I'm not recommending it, but I'm also not going to shit on it. Once again, the reason that I'm doing this is to address these fucked up rumors by little bitches who can't think their way out of a paper bag. Folks who are so pissed off that I attacked their sacred cow that they're losing their fucking minds. So I'm addressing these issues because that's what they are. They're minor issues. And what I've learned about YouTube, because I've been here 7 years, there's a lot of people who do things that are wrong, but they don't know they're wrong until they get the bitch slap. So I'm going to have to bitch slap a few people and put a few things out there. Now, once again, if you don't like the channel, why are you subscribed to the channel? Why are you privy to all the videos? Why do you? Because I'm not subscribed to channels I don't like. It makes no sense to me. None. Just a matter of craziness, I would think. Just some kind of buffoonery. Now, let's go back to the course, and there was some other stuff, because I get this thing and I get people who's like, hey, and this is why I think the person who did this is the same person, because they emailed me from an account that was created one day before the question came out. One day. Because see, this is stuff I look at. This is just, troll 101. If you're getting questions or fuckery or trolling type behavior and you go and you see that your channel is brand new, typically that's someone who subscribed to your channel who wants to fuck with you because they don't have anything to do in their pathetic lives. Now, I get this all the time, like, hey, where can I find reviews? Let's just do this real quick. Let's see what happens when we just do YouTube channel. That's the Facebook. There's Amazon. There's Udemy. So if you did a 30-second channel, like, we just go ahead and let me look at this Amazon thing. Let's see. 2009, 2012, 2009. And there's some more up there. Now let's go ahead. I'm going to show you something because this is funny. Now this is a person. I used to have a website called Urban Pack Rat. There was this post on there, Debbie Does Atlanta. And it was about a person in the storage auction, right? This is nasty. If you saw her, ooh, she's nasty. Check this out. Hey, Jones, if you don't like the book, send it to me $20, okay? I'm going to show you some other stuff. This is funny. Let's see. Let's go here. Let's see if it's still up. I could have this removed if it's still up, but I don't worry about it. And there's something else too. You could be selling a lot of books and not get a lot of reviews. That's just, where is it? Let's see, where is it? Peter Pan, the Gambler by Frank John. I don't think it's on this one. It was essentially a book. It was essentially a review by this guy who has this storage auction blog. Let's see. Is it on this one? It might be on this one. That was the first version. Had a lot of issues with that, which I speak about. Let's see. Here's a recent one. 4 stars. He bought it 8 months ago. Thank you, Alexander A. Let's see. Like I said, I'm doing this live thing, and it's a trip. Let's see. Also, I'm doing it around lunchtime. It's pretty interesting. But like I said, this thing will pop up, and it will definitely play on later because I'm recording this. Okay. So let's just do this. Go ahead and look this up. No, I didn't want that. Let's come out of here. Here we go. Let's do this. So let's put that up again, and let's click on that picture. I'm going to show you something. Now this is what a 30-second internet search will bring up. What the heck? Transformation and stuff. So we have all this. My first ever, I got rid of it. It was nothing but a spam collector. But my first my first email account was onyxpros@yahoo.com. Too funny. So we'll come out of that. Come on. And let's see. Let's do this. You can't get this because I've hit it. Okay, this product is not currently for sale. But since we're here, let's do this. It's going to take a minute because there's a lot of stuff. And this is kind of one of the reasons that I switched platforms. Gumroad is awesome. It's an amazing platform, but for the things that I'm trying to do, during that period of doing Create Space and learning a lot and selling a lot, I found out that many authors don't really sell that many books. You just don't sell books because I had a discrepancy because I would be on this every day because, I was looking at my numbers to Create Space. Where is it? Like I said, I don't really. There was a time my book was like 20 and had dipped down to 10,000. Didn't last long, but I was selling a lot of books. Okay. Well, ranking was getting more favorable as it was it went from 6 digits down to 5 digits down to 4 digits. 4 digits is the best I ever did with that book. So I called up Create Space one day and I was like, hey, I'm selling books, but my dashboard doesn't reflect it. And they were like, and the lady went into the dashboard and she said, wow, you're selling a lot of books. And I think at the time it was only 150, 200. And I was like, you don't see numbers like this? She said, no, you've sold more books than anybody else I've ever talked to on the phone. Now that's just her, one person. They have a big data center. I'm not going to lose my mind. But this is the reason that I went from doing this authors selling that many physical books because I was selling a physical book. And there was other stuff that was going on. And then you had to wait 60 days for your money and there's other stuff. The big reason that I stopped doing this, let's do this real quick. 1, 2, 3. I got this one. There's a lot of storage auction books up here now. I said, hey, don't buy $99 and buy 5 or 6 of these other books. And that's the reason I stopped directing traffic there. It was it was like that was kind of crazy to see that, but I was like, damn, that's messed up. So that's the reason that I became all about creating your own platform, using your own internet assets, because it was driving me crazy. It was totally driving me crazy. Let's see what's going on. Oh, we got Raking Profit in the house. I guess he's the road warrior. That's too funny. Too funny. But essentially, that's why I stopped doing it. And it became really crazy, some of the stuff that was going on based upon misinformation and fuckery because I've hurt some people's feelings. Now with that, based upon the resale community, because I'm not a reseller. I've been saying that for the last few years. I'm not a reseller. I don't, and this is going to seem very rude, but when people send me messages about eBay or Amazon, I don't answer them. I don't deal with it. I was like, or sometimes I'll just say, look, I don't deal with that. Just don't, because those are so low priority, because it's it's crazy. It is totally crazy. So I don't really mess with that stuff. Now, I did this because, like I said, if someone says something to you, let me know exactly who it is. Because one thing I know about cowards, and there's a bunch of cowards on YouTube who will say stuff in little hangouts and stuff, but when addressed in the open forum, I didn't say that, or it wasn't like that. And then sometimes they get caught and they have no choice but to own up, and then it goes bad. But that's the deal. That's what's going on. So just for the record, do I do courses on how to sell on eBay? No. Do I have courses on how to do Amazon FBA? No. Will there ever be courses on those things? No. Do I have a course and book about how to be an Uber driver? Yes. Do I drive for Uber? No, I don't. And only a dumbass would think that. Matter of fact, I don't even drive as much as I used to. I do quite a bit of, let's see, is it in here or is it in my other phone? I actually take Uber quite a bit for other stuff. Let's see. I thought it was in here. I guess not. Well, we'll look. But essentially, if something is going down like that, I would like to really know exactly what's going down. Just tell me. I won't shoot the messenger. I won't kill the messenger. I will not. Hold on. I got to do something I don't want to do. Okay, that should make it better. And here they come. Okay, so essentially, what's up, rugged collars? All right, come on out of there. Let's see. I'm going to. Okay, now I take Uber. Let's see, can we see that? Yeah, I think. Let's see, yeah, I take Uber quite a bit, as you can see, because it's easier. I hate driving downtown Atlanta. I fucking hate it. Parking and shit. So I take Uber down there whenever I have to go stuff, or I take MARTA, because MARTA is smarter, because there's one place that I go. It's pretty easy. Let's see. What is up, people? So if you think I sell on do that stuff, no, I don't. That's pretty interesting. Okay, so essentially that's all I had to say about that, just to put that out there, because once again, if you hear some of that, well, Glendon did this, or Glenn, tell me. Because if you are man enough or woman enough to bring that shit to my wheelhouse, Ben Weisner, yeah, I just had sex last night. I don't know where that came from. I didn't mention it. I don't know where that came from. Okay, Ben. Congratulations. Wonderful for you. This is crazy. Essentially, if you get that stuff, just let me know. Send me a message. Tell me who it is. You don't have to give up your name. Just, send me a message, because I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting absolutely sick of it, because last time I let this shit go on, and then I actually had to sue somebody for real. So hopefully we can avoid that bullshit, because there's a lot of people who are saying stuff. And one was so stupid, he even put it up on the YouTube video, which will be coming down in the very near future, because I got channels deleted last time. People kicked the fuck off YouTube for this shit, because I know you think the First Amendment gives you the right to say whatever you feel, but that's not true. Trust me on that. So let's see, any questions or anything? And I'm getting ready to do something else in just a minute. Now I'm gonna let this bad boy render, and then I'm gonna take a little lunchy break. Then I'm gonna come back with the third thing today, because that was the plan. I wanted to do three things. I wanted to get this off my chest and then some other stuff. So for the folks who showed up, appreciate it. Thanks. And I will see you in the next session. Let me check. Is there one more thing on my mind? I think that was it. I think that was definitely it. So that's something else I've noticed. Around this time, just don't get that many comments or people who are, I guess it's lunchtime or something. I don't know. But anyway, I will see y'all later.